Hello, I'm Dr. John Omaha. Welcome to More Will Be Revealed. In these little talks, I will be giving reflections on topics of current interest from the perspective of the affect-centered therapy that I teach at the Alliant University in San Francisco. Today, I want to talk about the movie The King's Speech. Now, the first reflection is that movies are the way in which our collective unconscious makes itself known to us. Movies are important because as we look at movies, we can get a sense of what are the issues, what are the topics that resonate for us as a society. So, in The King's Speech, this movie resonates for us because, as we can tell, because it's up for a number of Academy Awards and because there have been a lot of people are going to see the movie. So, what is it that makes this movie resonate so strongly? I mean, after all, Prince Albert was a monarchical figure from the last century, middle of the last century. We don't live in a monarchy. So there's something about this movie that is important for us. And the speech affliction, Prince Albert's speech affliction, his stammer, his stutter, is a symptom. We know today, it wasn't known then, but we know today it's a symptom of developmental deficiency, if you will. It falls in the range of what I call developmental trauma spectrum disorders. Now, in our culture today, many people suffer from the outcome, the consequences of developmental deficiency. The symptoms of disordering vary from generation to generation. And but developmental deficiencies include failures in the relationship between infant and mother. And it's really important to get that Prince Albert was raised by caregivers. Almost like in today's society, many infants are raised in daycare centers, and often the parents today, mothers today, have to work outside the home in order to provide enough income, either because they're single mothers or because their two-parent income, two-parent wage earners are absolutely required for the family to survive. So Prince Albert was rarely held by his actual parents. And although daycare providers, or certainly in Prince Albert's case, the nurses who cared for him, did the best they could, it's rarely the case that these providers can give the same care, the same attunement that the biological parents, especially mom, can give. Yearning for attachment is genetically determined. And if it's not provided, the body self does not form adequately. And if the body self doesn't form adequately, psychologists today have discovered that the psychological self doesn't have a sufficient foundation for it to form adequately. For Prince Albert, this resulted in his difficulties with speech. Many people today experience deficiencies in the attachment because mothers are often required to work, as I mentioned. But the symptoms are different today, and it's important to get that. Symptoms differ from generation to generation. And today's symptoms are more likely to be disorders that we see in the DSM-4 or the DSM-5 that'll be out next year. These include things like bipolar disorder, eating disorders, later addictions, and alcoholism. So the movie The King's Speech resonates for us today because we see in that movie the Prince Albert receiving really good therapy for a disorder that is like the kinds of disorders we see today, that we experience today. Disorders that arise in deficiencies in the infant and maternal pair bond and that have subsequent consequences. It's been nice to share this with you. I look forward to sharing further comments on issues of the day. Thanks. This is Dr. John Omaha, and more will be revealed.